So Choujin X Chapter 34 Part 3. Man, it went ahead and showcased exactly why Sandek is the protector of Yamato. And the evidence is all, bruh, come on, like, look at this shit. Delivered to us in a double-page spread of Choujin X Zora getting one-shotted by Sandek's Cosmic Blast. And of course, this is all coming off the back end of last week's teaser of Hoshi Sandek flying through the clouds like a man on the mission, getting ready to pack some shit up. I also love the panels dedicated towards explaining Sandek's ability because I personally prefer that over having, say, a veteran Choujin such as Ichiro there to explain everything through dialogue. I prefer narrators for lore and history. With this style, we get a simultaneous mixture of show and tell from both the narration and the looks of amazement from AZUMA and Ellie. Especially AZUMA. His reactions really caught my attention this chapter because he just seems so in awe of what he is witnessing. We've grown accustomed to his reputation and his usual lead role within normal society, but since becoming a Choujin, his role has become more fluid. In this chapter, it's almost as if AZUMA began to admire Sandek in the same way that Tokio would admire AZUMA. He even goes on to address Sandek in a more proper manner, which leads me to believe that this is the moment that will introduce future training between Hoshi and AZUMA, as AZUMA is now realizing what a battle between elite Choujin looks like. And this comes from the fight between Batista and Sandek. Now, in comparison between Batista and Chandra, there are two completely different reactions when they encounter Sandek. As you see in this chapter, Batista's speech bubble is drawn in a way that suggests rage or even disgust at the sight of Sandek. Batista would even engage in a showdown with him. Now back in chapter 2, while Chandra is on the verge of burning Ellie's face, Sandek interferes, which results in Chandra's frightened reaction, as he only acts to escape, not fight. And to give him some credit, Sandek's attacks mainly put Batista in a position to play defense. We saw this man use a dojutsu, send massive debris through portals, but there was a clear strength gap favoring Sandek. However, it would appear that beneath the no mask lies at least one more fatal blow. In an effort to display a new power, Batista goes to remove his mask, which seems to scare Hoshi, forcing him to send Batista flying, removing him completely from the proximity. And finally, to end the chapter, we have the final page of a defeated Zora. And I'm just now realizing that she is the one who is calling the rest of her tower members. Initially, when I read this, I thought it was Hoshi Sandek calling out the rest of them, but it looks like, man, we are getting some more hands thrown in the next couple of chapters or so. I still believe that there is more to Zora's backstory that we have yet to unlock, and there may be a connection between Master Mato, who Zora claims is not even from Yamato, Queen, and his alleged killer, Antagonist, who we got a quote from in Part 1's cover art. As stated in Part 1's review, I also believe that Zora lost her leg sometime after her outcasting from Yamato Mori, so maybe there was an attempted assassination on her life, or maybe she engaged in battle for revenge. And with Zora defeated for now, I'm curious to see what happens on the antagonist side of things. Does the No Mask return to another hideout and reveal a next group of villains? And bruh, as far as Tokio, his face this chapter looked crazy. It would be interesting to see if he is taken out of commission for a while or is told to monitor his power output, giving us an opportunity to focus on the other side characters. But once again, another banger of a chapter, like bruh, Sui Ishida, you got one.